Hi, Kyle.
Hello.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, dear.
Yeah, we're getting that. It's the old ways. It's the old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're already more good to go. Except you were muted on my end.
Was I?
It.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Jer.
Yes.
Hey, at least
Yes.
it's gonna be less than what was it?
Okay, no, it's
15
fine.
minutes
No,
of.
it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm happy to stream with you again. For in any like level of like official or bullshit, I don't care. I just want to hang out with you.
I'm getting the hang of it again. I definitely am like,
all right.
good job.
All
It's
right.
a job.
All right.
It'll work.
Hey, Shiny!
Oh.
A little more Jer volume. Yeah, that's a thing that's only said on stream.
How about now?
Jer is naturally quite loud. I'm gonna talk a little bit so you can get a sense of my volume over there. It's the amount of talkingness that I get. Hey, Kyle, could you actually say some stuff over so I can adjust your volume?
It's me. We're
you need
figuring out. Okay, it's much better.
We need some Kyle juice over on my side. Could you talk again, please?
Oh, gotcha. I'm still talking then.
There we go. Good juice. Good Kyle juice. All right. Do you want to go way back? Hey, Kyle, what you drinking? What you drawing?
Water. That is pretty old, isn't it?
Oh,
that was pretty How to Draw Without Dying, right?
Yep. That was the drink and draw, the Sakaka drink and draw.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Something. I'm acclimating to streaming again. I'm glad I'm kind of making myself do it.
Yes, good.
I was in that weird intersection of like burnout meets atrophy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So,
Ooh, what do I want to play?
anyways,
What do I want to play? No. Stop it. Okay. All right. Yes, I've played White Lotus by Harris Heller 3 times now. I'd like something else, please. I'm sorry. I've switched from Spotify to Tidal, and I'm just getting used to Tidal.
I'm still using the same jazz Persona music cover playlist I've always used because I'm too lazy to figure out my That's going on my to-do list.
I imported all of my music from Spotify to Tidal. Tidal actually broke just a little bit, not all the way. It broke a little bit in that like their search API is just returning errors whether you search through the app or the website. It's like dang.
Interesting.
But
does Tidal have Twitch integration?
So Spotify didn't have Twitch integration. I had a plugin that did my little title down here that I found a plugin for Tidal. So it's working. It's doing it. So yeah,
okay. My question was phrased poorly, but I think you answered it anyways.
See, that's the problem with asking a tech person a tech questions. Will give you the right answer.
Yeah. And that's the problem with a non-tech person trying to communicate with tech people is like
bees. The sound of bees.
I was having a meeting with someone today, and we were trying to figure out how to do something, and they're like, "Oh, we can just do that in HTML." And this is someone who doesn't know how I am with code, and I just like looked at them and went like, "You can."
Yeah. All right, let me try this. No, next song. There we go.
I'm doing the writing for this project. I will not be doing the coding.
I am drinking some Assam tea, and I don't know what I'm drawing, because I don't like to stream art unless I know what I'm going to draw, and today I don't know what to draw, but that's fine because I have to, because I said I would stream with you and I want to. So I can either draw pizza or water.
Pizza sounds fun.
Yeah, I haven't drawn any food. I've drawn lots of beverages, but I haven't drawn any of the food is the next category of art I need to do. So I'm going to have to like figure out what pizza looks like in my art style for my game.
Live on air.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I swear, my art juice powers have been atrophying badly over the course of making my game because I've been like heavy code brain, but also the part of me that does art on the side is the part of me that's getting my own project done. And so like my brain is struggling to make time to do art because I have to motivate myself to keep working on my own project for a living because I don't have a boss. My boss is me. This is hard to do. It's not hard. It's energy taxing.
Real quick,
yes.
Shiny Zubats, I've got a piece of OTL lore trivia for you. Please answer, because I've forgotten. What arm is Gabriel missing again? It's probably the right. It's probably. That's. I think I cut off the right one there.
Yes.
Sorry, Shiny Zubats is as stumped as I am. I'm trying to get somewhat along the lines of what you said of the like the part of you working on your own project was the part of you that would normally do art on the side.
Yeah, so there's oh my god, like the absolute like awareness I have of my own brain is stupid. Like, I know there's the part of me that gets stuff done, and there's the part of me that decides what to do, and the part of me that once I've started something will finish that thing. And these are three different components of the machine. And it's like the way that I got art done while having a day job is that the part of me that decides what to do wasn't being used at work because I had a boss that would like manage the project and say, okay, today you're working on this. Now there's pros and cons to that. Because sometimes what they said I should do is bullshit. But that's fine because I get paid, then I go home, then I use the I'm going to work on this tonight part of my brain to start putting pen to paper and doing a bunch of art, which is why I've got all the stream and the comics and stuff that I've made all of my life. So now the thing that my boss used to do is a thing that I do because I'm my boss, and that part of my brain is very tired at the end of the day, and I can't, it's not that I can't, it's that it's more challenging and more energy to actually sit down and do art after I've written code. With the added bonus of, like, it's a gear shift to go from art mode to code mode. So I have to, like, be in code mode to do work, and then shift to art mode to do art, and then shift to code mode to do code again. And that's hard to do. That's context switching, which is a very taxing and energy-demanding function of your brain.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about video games?
Well, I had stuff to say.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Somewhat similarly, I guess, the part of me over the past, like, year or so, the part of me that was very good about, like, keeping project deadlines and getting artwork done has been taken up with, like, finding work that gets me dollars, which is exhausting and feels like a waste of time. It got in the way of me doing things like streaming, got in the way of me actually getting my projects done, yada yada yada. And so I'm trying to sort of like refactor and get things going, because frankly, in the process of being stressed out about making money, I just started making money less effectively.
That sounds about right.
Sonny Zubet says being your own boss is super hard. The shackles of capitalism. Yeah.
Wow, if I didn't have to make money, I would just make things all day. That's what I've always done. I've got all these comic books I finish and all this dumb websites. I made a dumb website over the weekend, and people liked it. We'll play with it in a minute, I think.
If I didn't have to worry about money, I'd probably spend a lot more time picking up like garbage from my neighborhood. If I'm honest,
that's an interesting one.
I think my neighborhood would be cleaner if I didn't have to worry about money.
I'm not going to talk too much about this because there's some specifics to it, but I found an artist's loft that has like cheap rent for people that create things, and I want to show it to you offline so that we can research a little bit and have an opinion about exactly like how it's structured and all that. Whether it's something that you or I could actually do, I don't think, but like I'm interested that exists, and I think like it would be a fun little project. Like, okay, so how do you work? What do you do?
Yeah, I've in fact heard of things like that a couple of times. I've known some people who've lived in situations like that. I am curious about the one you specifically found.
Yeah, it's actually really close to my dance studio.
Nice. Given almost everyone I know who was in a situation like that was in, vaguely Seattle, southward. There's a strong chance I know someone who used to live there.
I think it's the Hiawatha Art Lofts is what I'm thinking of.
Cool.
That is not a bad first try at a slice of pizza. I did the cheese. Viscosity.
Viscosity. Oh yeah, no, I think that's looking good.
So, this is gonna be challenging doing the art for the food on my game.
Yeah, I wondered.
Cause like visually, I think food's kind of gross. If it didn't taste good, I wouldn't eat it, and then I'd die.
I know, like in the past, you and drawings with food has always been like a thing.
It's all right. Like Vanillaware, I like that. When Vanillaware does it, it looks clean. Yeah, no, it's I know exactly why. It's because food has been advertised to me since my infancy. Like, TV has existed my entire life. The TV was on all the time, as, you know, that's just like what a family does, you know, in the 80s and the 90s. Is like, oh, we come home, we turn the TV on, and just, like, hang out and be a family, but the TV's on. So there's just always stuff on TV. And they're always showing advertisements because TV like exists to sell soap. That's why they're called soap operas. Like, no joke. But
I know.
Yeah. So like hyperfixation on the glossiness and the foodiness of food was just like my childhood was hypersaturated with it, and like every adjective that means the food is good, like delicious, and every synonym of delicious can fuck off, because I only think of it as an advertisement. Like every single vocabulary, every single positive food vocabulary word is just disgusting to me because it just makes me think of ads.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Shiny Zubat says, you know who draws food real good? Miyazaki.
This is true. That is correct.
Miyazaki does it really good.
Also, hi, Snow Twig. Thank you for lurking.
What was the, Yeah, it's interesting. I think I was really young when I got the information that the food shown in advertisements, even on signs...
Oh, I did too. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real food, it's sculptures, yeah.
There's rules about it in American law that it does have to be the food, but the smoke and mirrors behind the food can go nuts. And no, there was I've talked about this before, where it's like there's a magazine that my parents subscribed me to called Penny Power, which was like, it's Consumer Reports for kids. It was actually done by the same magazine, Consumer Reports, and it was just like information for kids about advertising's bullshit. Here's like some stuff that advertising does that's just completely like stupid. And so yeah, I got that education pretty well. But I think food is kind of gross to look at.
I definitely don't agree. As discussed, I have a bit of a phone addiction I'm working to break. Part of the phone addiction is fucking short form content, which I hate but can't stop consuming. And admittedly, some of the short form content I really like, cooking.
I could get behind. It's okay. Like, this thing is not like a full-on squick, you know? It's not like I'm not like... I think I said the word disgusted, and it's not exactly it. It's just... food fixation is uncomfortable, and so it's not my favorite thing. but like I can get behind like I mean I cook, so I could get behind a cooking thing, and yeah like Studio Ghibli or Vanillaware doing a pretty picture of food. Yeah, that's fine. Like it's not like a universal just like straight up disgust. It's just definitely not my favorite thing. And so the people that think food is sexy are degenerates. Can't get with that. This is not true. I'm not a kink shamer. You can do what you like. But I don't like it.
There's, brain went 3 different directions.
That happens sometimes.
Shiny Zubat says I could stand to like food a little less. I could stand to like,
I like eating
junk
food
a little less. Yeah.
No, yeah, eating food, no problems there. That's fine. No, I'll eat food all day. I like to eat food. You want to talk about video games?
I was just about to say, now we can talk about video games.
Okay, so I'm gonna steal a joke.
Okay.
I've been playing a game that stresses you out. So if we decide to talk about that game, I want to talk about what it represents and not about playing the game itself, because that game also stresses me the fuck out. But I'm gonna steal a joke. I was watching the video game streamer Pat Stares At play Pokopia. And someone in his chat said a phrase that is so unreasonably funny, and that is that Ditto is the gender fluid. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's oh no.
That is quite funny.
How's Pokopia?
I love it. Yeah, I've been trying to break down like why it's so good. So I wasn't supposed to get Pokopia. It was supposed to be one of those things. I'm like, I mean, like, I like cozy games now and then, but it's not like a huge thing. And I like Pokemon, but like I don't need every Pokemon spin-off or anything, right? But the phrase that kept getting passed around that got me interested was, "Oh no, it's really good." And
I'm really proud of them for leaning into the horror of like Pokemon as written by the Pokedex and some of the problems that arise because of that. Yeah, I don't know how Charizard and his whole line exists, because that whole if your tail goes out you die thing is hard canon and continues to be canonized, and I'm like,
well, they've softened it a lot over the years with extra stipulations. I mean, it is still canon, but
yeah, because I mean, like, we're just talking about that, and then like, there's a great conversation I saw between okay, fuck, Bulbasaur is the baby one of that line, right?
Yeah.
And then, who's the little crab with the mushrooms on his back?
Paris.
Paris. So, Paris and Bulbasaur are talking, and Paris is like, I'm hungry all the time. I don't understand why. And Bulbasaur's like, oh, you're probably just gonna bloom. You're like, the mushrooms are gonna bloom, so you just need to eat lots so that you can bloom, like, because, like, yeah, my bulb's gonna bloom really soon, too, so we should just eat lots of food together. And so it's like, Bulbasaur's all excited about it because that's just growing up, but Paris is just kind of like, I'm miserable. I can't, like, I'm never not hungry because the mushroom is a parasite that's zapping from him. It's so good. They lead into it. They lead into how horrible everything is.
There was like this is gonna be paraphrasing a bit, but I ran into a Litwick, and
I love Litwick.
I love Litwick too. But like, so you run into Litwick, pull out the Pokedex. Pokedex says, Litwick pretends to guide humans' souls, or pretends to guide humans so that it can steal their souls, or something like that.
Yeah.
And
that's what they do.
close the Pokedex. Luke goes, "Where'd all the humans go? I need to guide their souls."
Yeah, the Drifloon also is just like, man, I miss there being kids around, and the Pokedex right next to it says, Drifloon steals children.
But yeah, so like I'm thinking about it, like why is this game so fucking fun? There's a few things. It's like it's definitely got an intersection of all the things I like about Minecraft, plus all the things I like about like Animal Crossing, and those two things, those two types of games, I feel have a lot of natural synergy. The sandboxiness of like Minecraft, and the like reward for making your town a better place for your villagers. Like those work really well and cool. As the main gameplay loop is about making your Pokemon happier with their environment.
Right.
There's also this like sort of vibe of like, no, you're literally just making your area better for your community so that your community can have like a better world.
Can live.
Yeah. Which I like that a lot more compared to Animal Crossing's don't worry about all the debt you're in. Don't worry about it.
Hey. Interest-free home loan, I will take that. I know. The main, like, Tom Nook didn't do anything wrong. The main problem that leads to Tom Nook is that in most of the games, short of, I think, the newest one, as soon as you paid off one loan, there wasn't a, like, do you want the next loan dialogue? It just jumped you to the next stage of the game automatically, and that came off as, what the fuck, Tom Nook? It's just automatically, oh, you're ready for your next size of house. Here's your next loan, right? But interest-free loan, like, to the point that in the newest one, in New Horizons, Tom's like, my accountant actually doesn't understand why I hate making money. Because he's like, yeah, no, he never asks for interest. It's a straight up just like, here's the money, pay me back, 1 for 1. So yes and no, and like, yeah, it's that one detail. And so yeah, the only thing they changed in New Horizons is once you finish off one loan, Tom's like, oh yeah, let me know when you're ready for the next one, and it's just like a step between the two.
The difference between Tom Nook being an exploitative landlord and instead like being a benevolent like free house, no interest loan giver is kind of the same difference between like Pokemon and animal fighting. Like
yes.
In real life, it would be pretty bad, but there's lore that makes it okay.
I think so, and like culturally, people in Japan do not get why like the Tom Nook hate is very much an America thing. And also there's like, Tom Nook is a tanuki, and a thing that tanukis do is give you a leaf that turns into furniture. That's a lore thing, and so that's why every time you pick up a piece of furniture, it turns into that Animal Crossing leaf.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Red is a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I like that they lean into, like Tom and Red, like, started from similar origins, but Tom has gotten cleaner over time, and Red has gotten shadier.
But at any rate, the vibes of Pokopia kind of get me more than Animal Crossing, so I think.
Did it?
And this isn't to knock Animal Crossing, because I quite like Animal Crossing too. I don't like this one. Have I just not noticed this one before?
Did a truck just drive by your house?
Maybe.
I heard a grumble rumble.
Red just straight up sucks.
Yeah, Red just straight up sucks. So one of the things that I have to do today, I think this is, so I'm drawing my pizza and drawing my water. So this is the painting I did for water for my, but like I wasn't thinking about the proportions. I was thinking about drawing this cup to look real nice, and it's gigantic. It is like a bucket of water compared to the carafe and the water pitcher. So it's like it's too complex to Photoshop fix, so I have to redraw it. But it's like I like it though. It looked really cool. I'm a painter now.
Something I'm not doing today, obviously, and it might be a while before I get to it, but something I'm kind of interested in doing again is essentially doing master's studies again, which is like grabbing a piece of art I like and then just trying to recreate it.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done something like that. And there was a particular Chainsaw Man panel that was like a forest that was fucking great. And actually, like, knowing how manga production works, I don't even know if that was Tatsuki Fujimoto. That could have been an assistant, but it looked awesome, and I want to see if I can learn some of those techniques.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm drawing so many forests right now.
Yeah, I definitely had to put like there's like a number of like stages of my art development where it's like, well, I want to learn, I want to be able to draw this good, so I better fucking work at it.
Yeah.
Hands, had to learn how to draw hands. My hands are fucked up, so I had to like look at other people's hands. That was fun. Yeah, nature and landscapes. This is why all this leafy shit that I've drawn here is like I got good at that, because it's like I was bad at that, and I'm like, I want to be good at it. Get good at it. Yeah, it's practice. That's how you do it. It's practice.
And it's not just deliberate practice. There's I feel like I was about to like direction my way into a hill I don't really want to die on, but that's like. Good. Learning how to practice is a skill, too.
Yes, that's a good one. I like that. That's a good way to say it. Oh, there was something else I want to talk about in Pokemon, but I forget. So that's definitely very important.
But yeah, I like Philocopia. Shiny Zubat says, I hate that the world has made I like this thing better into I don't like the other thing.
Yeah. Yeah, hierarchical mindset. Everything must be stack ranked. Get your tier list out. We love tier lists. Fucking hate tier lists. I hate tier lists even when like they're supposed to be applicable. Oh, here's the strongest and the weakest characters in this video game. So number one, that probably only matters for like super high level play, and number two, fuck you. I want to play that character because they look cool. I like their vibe.
You know, I don't dislike tier lists. I don't dislike comparisons, particularly when it's like these non-emotional, like informative things, even when it's sharing an opinion. But that like that knee-jerk reaction of, oh, you know, this again, like I'm not a fan of X, so I don't like Y. You know that, or I'm a fan of this, so I don't like Y is frustrating.
Got an example. Gecko, like yourself, really enjoys collectible card games. And what does he play? Definitely not Magic. I'm the only person I know who plays Magic, other than the people that show up to board game meetups to play Magic. Which is that's a flex. That's a move. There's net decking, which I think that is a neutral factor. I don't have a strong positive or negative opinion of it. I think if I'm going to play a card game, I love learning the cards, what they do, and building a deck around that. And there will be a meta. Certain cards will be stronger than others. Certain synergies will be stronger than others. And so if you just want to get into playing it, then net decking. Net decking, for those who don't know, means like rather than putting a deck of cards together in a CCG, a collectible card game, you just go to the internet and say, hey, what's a strong deck? And it says, oh, here's a strong deck. And then you build that deck and play with it. So it's a way to play the game without playing the game part of the game without the build the deck part of the game. I love building a deck. I love making builds. I got excited in Dark Souls and Destiny and Deadlock. Everything starts with a D. That it's like, oh well, yeah, no, okay, I know how everything works. I want to put a build together that's fun. Gecko plays. I am struggling to remember exactly which CCG, but like. There was a deck that won a tournament, and so everyone's like, oh, so that's the best deck. So everybody built that deck. But what had happened was that deck was built for the meta of the time, and that player knew that most people were playing this strategy, so they built a hard counter to the most popular strategy. And it was situational. It's like, I know at this tournament that this deck and this meta is going to crush. And it did, and that person won. But people who didn't look at it that way said, oh, best deck, let me use that. So Gecko playing this game is like, well, I'll just make a hard counter to that deck because everybody's playing that deck.
Mm-hmm.
And so pros, and yeah, you can shortcut, your way to a good deck, and you can learn the game that way. You can have fun with it. Cons, you're not, I'm not going to say what's more or less fun. I think if the building of the deck is not a fun thing, frickin' skip it, go to the other, that deck and play. The complaint I have, and that I've talked to Gecko about, is that it's like, it makes the community less fun, because everybody's using the best deck, so the only thing that's competitive is the thing that beats that deck. And so it takes the experimentation out. And then that, I think, if you want to take the baton on this one, that goes into, game design. And, designing your cards and your metas and your expansions to have more interesting dynamics and fun things to play with, so that one thing doesn't just rise to the top. Yeah, no, I don't even have a subjective opinion on this. I think it's a fascinating concept of game design and gameplay, the way that all these things boil together.
Real quick, Shanzubit says, I like tier lists, but only arbitrary Pokemon ones, my categories of is a dog, is not a dog, and kitty.
Yes, that's good. That's good. That's strong. I like that.
Shiny Zubats is trying to figure out what card game Gecko plays. Lorcana, Star Wars, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece,
I don't
Digimon.
remember. I'd have to ask him.
Yeah, so I've been playing the Gundam TCG, and it's a very new game. I think it just released June of last year, so not even a year old yet. So very limited meta. And last time I went to a proper locals, I got kind of salty. It was 3 matches. I was 0-3. I play a very off meta deck. I play the deck that everyone says, man, this would be great if it was good.
Yep. As a former Magic player, I understand.
Yep. And so my first match was skill issue. I lost that one. I made a misplay, choked at the end.
Wait.
You know, that's fine. The second one, like, bro, the guy I was battling was also in another fucking tournament for a different card game and played me and the other person at the same time, only half paying attention to both, and then he still beat me, which made me quite mad because that was felt very disrespectful. But the third one is what I bring up because it was a new player, and clearly didn't know the ins and outs of the game, and made a lot of Let's Plays and was a nice enough guy. But he was playing the in this particular point in the meta, one particular deck is steamrolling everything. I'm kind of forgiving of that because there's only been 3 sets. There's not a lot to work with. But the deck's like fucking, I want to say $400 to get all that shit. Like, it's got a lot of really expensive cards on it, and even though he was misplaying a bunch, I just couldn't outpace it because there's not really anything that counters that deck right now, except that deck.
Shiny, to answer your question, I just checked in with Gecko. It is Pokemon. He likes the Pokemon card game.
Cool. Shiny Zubats is excited.
Star Wars Unlimited. Oh man, there was a game that Gecko really liked that was like a Star Wars miniatures game with ships, and it rules.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, he's got like a huge collection of the little ships. It's pretty great.
Nice.
Now, did I make the cup too small?
Don't ever let me get into a miniatures game.
No, you have to get into a miniatures game with someone who already has the collection.
Techno Druid thinks it's Star Wars Armada?
Probably Star Wars Armada. There were like 3 factions: the Rebels, the Empire, and Scum. I like.
Also, thanks for stopping by, Techno Druid.
Ow.
Oh, my music stopped. Why'd my music stop?
How dare you?
Well, I lost my train of thought.
That's okay.
Point is that locals was rough, and haven't been back to locals yet. I might try and do it this week, but we'll see. Have you played any more Deadlock since that one time we played it that I got that I molded on because my internet died?
Here's actually I've actually been kind of light on the gaming because I started getting a little bit of repetitive stress on the wrists, so I've been taking a video game break. I have the most unfortunate opinion about Deadlock, which is that like, man, that game's kind of cool. I want to play a little bit of it. That game is not designed to play a little bit of it. That game wants you to go all in and play it hard and learn everything. But it's just like it's kind of cool and it's kind of chill, and I just kind of like, man, I could just relax with this game. So it's like I think like the way that I would like to play it is just to hang out with friends and stomp on a robot. Because like I think like the I don't think I want to play it hard enough to be competitive at PvP. I think here's like, if I were to get into Deadlock PvP and actually play against humans, the way that I would want to do that is to be in like kind of like a local softball league where just a bunch of like local people that are at the same level of intensity with like, well, I've got a job, but I like to play video games, and give each other names and say, oh, let's have like a little like local season of it, right? And so the way that like local softball gets played. I think like if like Deadlock or other PvP games could be organized in that way rather than like global matchmaking, I would be way more into playing it with other people, because because these games don't really match you to vibe.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, one game does match you to vibe, I found out. So I'm not going to play I'm not going to play an extraction shooter. I do not want to. And I don't want to name drop. So there is like, I'm going to say a personal opinion about a extraction shooter, but the problem is like because of people I know, my opinions are like skewed. So I'm just gonna try and just be like objective about a thing that I know about one of the extraction shooters that's out right now. Arc Raiders has a thing called aggression matchmaking, and I think that's fascinating. Now, Marathon has regular matchmaking, and when you go and you play it and you see another person, that person probably wants to kill you and take your shit. You know, and that's cool. That is what that game is. Arc Raiders has the same thing, where a person can murder you and take your shit. But the more you murder other players, the more you trend towards matching with aggressive servers where everyone's murdering each other. And the less you murder other players, the more you trend towards passive servers where everyone's just kind of chill. And so there's no gameplay difference. And you could go to a passive thing, shoot a guy, and take his shit, and it would bump you up towards aggression. But if you're chill, you'll stay in the chill servers. And if you're aggressive, you'll trend towards the aggressive servers. I was like, oh, in a game like that, that's fascinating. To the extent it's like, I don't know what like Marathon's dev plan is, but it's such an interesting like addition to that genre that I wonder if Marathon's going to react to it. I'm not going to play either game. I'm happy for everyone that's having fun with those games. I am not going to play an extraction shooter. That is not something I would have fun with.
Yeah, Shiny Zubat says, my biggest reason to stay away from Arc Raiders has been I hate people just stabbing me and stealing my stuff.
Yeah, I think like Marathon is definitely more for the, this is a dangerous environment, and the environment's dangerous and the people are dangerous. This is a dangerous thing. So it's a high skill. You know, Dark Souls is like, no, go in because this is a hard thing to do. Go get good at it, right? Kind of your like everyone's aggro with everyone Fortnite sort of rules, right? I think that friendly trending concept is like, that is really different. I've never seen a thing in a game like that I know of.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Part of me is like, a possible downside is a risk of sort of like schizophrenic, disconnected community. Like if the game community doesn't necessarily have a unified vibe. But I don't know if that's actually a problem. That's just something that came to mind.
So, all this to say, because I don't think I actually answered your question, I would love to just, I would love to dip into Deadlock casually and just be like, man, I just want to push some buttons in this video game because it just kind of feels good and it's fun. But I'll probably be less likely to go in against people.
Yeah, I feel complicated about it.
Yeah.
The sort of big the big question that's been on my mind since we started messing with it was, did I actually have fun playing League of Legends?
Oh, that.
Because I definitely played a lot of League of Legends, but did I have fun?
I understand what you're saying so hard.
And like it was a thing I did with Loopy Fritz a lot, and I like playing games with Loopy Fritz. I like tag teaming with Loopy Fritz. It's been a while since we've really done anything like that, but I think I think League of Legends itself might have just made my life worse.
And then that adds like the double conundrum of, was it League of Legends that was bad, or the League of Legends community that was bad, or was it an aspect of it? Because it's like, when it's a community game, separating the community and the game is a conundrum, which is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and ultimately, I think whether it was the community or the game doesn't really matter, because the game fostered the community.
Right.
It's just sort of like, yeah. So I'm thinking about it a lot, because it was kind of like it was fun to play, and like there was definitely some League of Legends reminding positive feelings, like, oh, it's been a while since I had a hit of this. That went on when we were messing around with it. But I couldn't help but like I did realize that every time I talked about League of Legends outside of before Deadlock was even a thing, the thing I would say is, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 7 years clean of League of Legends. Like that's just the joke I would say, and it was always in humor, but I would always describe playing League as a miserable experience.
Yeah.
And so when it, when I had the dose of the good feelings again, it's just like, wait. Do I?
Wait, hang on. Is this good or bad?
Yeah. That game brings out the worst in people. Yeah, I mean, it's like I know some people have different experiences with this, but like I think about in high school and how all the jocks were fucking assholes. They're just the worst people.
Yeah, no, that set me up to hate sports.
Yeah, and
which got complicated as I made really close friends with sports with friends who are aggravated by the split between video games and video game fans and sports fans.
Well, see, that's kind of the funny thing, is because games like League of Legends and kind of the capital G gamer community very much took on the exact same qualities I needed jocks for.
Yes. So that said, if you want to just derp around for an evening in some Deadlock on or off stream, I don't give a fuck. It's like that would be a fantastic casual experience. I don't think anyone would want to watch us do a bot stomp. That I don't know why I would turn the camera.
It doesn't really feel like a good stream.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to stream a competitive game ever. I've decided.
I think I streamed a little bit of Destiny, but it's like, that was under the pretense. It's like, yo, I suck at this game.
And I would say that Destiny is, like, it has PvP elements, but is it really a competitive game? Like, it's not an esport.
So, you know what? I'm going to dodge the answer to that question with the phrase, it's complicated. There is a very strong PvP community around the PvP modes of Destiny, and Bungie games in general.
Gotcha.
Hey, since we just mentioned, since we said the word Destiny, guess what I'm going to bring up on my screen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to pop over to Ironoki's stream because I don't currently have two-screen capability.
Right, here we go. Okay, Shiny, buckle up. You're in this too. Where's my web browser? There's the browser. Okay. Got it. Browser. That should have a browser. Oh, no, I should. Okay, I know why. Okay, well, stand by. Oh, hey, and Kyle's not over here either. Hang on. Let's do some live fixing here. It's over here. Okay, so there's this layout. All right, we need Kyle's talkie. Copy. Browser. Paste. There we go. There's Kyle. Okay, now the browser. Change this to... There we go. Okay. This is the Augury of Fermentation, a website that I made. I'm excited. Hey, why is that cropped all stupid? Well, okay, we're still doing live. We're still doing live fixes here. We're still doing the filters. Let's turn this down. Yep, there it goes. Yep, you see it? Perfect. Okay, that'll do. Lift this up here. Yeah. Live fixes, live edits. Love it every time. Okay. Kyle and Shiny.
Yes.
Sweet business. Is that a gun from Destiny 2, the name of a beer, or both?
Both.
I don't know if Shiny's gonna be able to answer fast enough. Let's hit both. It's a gun.
Okay.
That is an exotic. For intents and purposes, it's a machine gun. It's the kind of gun that spools up and it starts to and it gets like faster. All right, and then if I wanted to click on this to get proof of gun, I can go to the site LightGG, and it's like, yeah, it's the Sweet Business. It's an exotic kinetic auto rifle. I like Sweet Business. It was a lot of fun. Let's do another one. So here's the best part. X Supra. Is that a gun, a beer, or both?
I'll let Shiny go first this time.
Yeah. What's fun about this is it's probably more fun for people that don't have Destiny knowledge. Because people who have Destiny knowledge know the guns, don't know the beers, and have no chance of guessing both. But if you guess both correctly, you get 5 points instead of just 1 point.
Nice.
So it's a good gamble. Oh yeah, I have the odds right here. Okay. So Shiny says both. What do you say?
Can you remind me the name one more time?
X Supra.
Gun.
Okay, so Kyle says gun. Shiny says both. I'll go with Kyle's pick. We'll hit gun. It's just a beer. It's an ale from Holy Mountain Brewing.
Both wrong.
Yep. There are 85. What's that?
Shiny Zubats knows neither Destiny nor beer.
These are pretty rare beers. They're beers that I found listed on beeradvocate.com, so they're beers that have existed somewhere in the world. So you'd be a crazy beer nerd to know all these. I just think they sound the same. So this list that I've come up with, I've got the list that I can bring up. There are 85 beers, 85 guns, and 50 that are both. So that's the odds. Let's do one more. Because I'm proud of this. I put a lot of work into this. Last one for today. Axioms of probability. Is that a future space gun, a microbrew, or both?
Both.
Kyle says both. Shiny says gun. I'll hit Kyle's guess. Both. Just a beer. From Equilibrium Brewery. Is an IPA. Also known as a disgusting beer. I'm sorry, IPA lovers. Okay, so that's what I've been working on. It's jer.art/augury if you want to play with it. It is the augury of fermentation. Augury means destiny.
I Jared won't like this.
Yes? Yeah, huh?
Shiny Zubats, what was that website you sent me, or maybe it was Squirrel Horde sent me it a few months ago? The, like, guess how many Rule 34 posts?
Oh, I played that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The results are unfortunate.
They are.
That's gone around. That's crossed my desk. It's like, oh no. But the Destiny fans liked it well enough. The meanest thing I did is I set the rules very clearly. So I have a little tab that says the rules here. Browser, got it. Show rules. Okay. Correct guesses are worth 1 point. Correctly guessing both is worth 5 points. Rules for saying that the beer in a gun match. Inclusion or exclusion of the counts as a match. So the gun versus, or the noun versus noun, that would be a match. A compound word matches an otherwise identical two-word or phrase. So it's like if it's like adjective noun without a space and adjective noun with a space, that's a match. A name will match if it includes the same name in another language, i.e. the beer La Cerveza, which happened once. And I said, that counts. I'm going to count that one. A beer will match if it includes the style of the beer. So adjective noun dark ale will match adjective noun. But it will not match if it's describing the ale. So adjective does not match adjective ale. And the last one, the most important one, a plural noun does not match a singular noun. The reason why that's important is the thing that's making the Destiny fans that played this game very angry at me. Okay, what shit, I forget what the actual one was now. Oh yeah, yes, okay. Bygones is a pulse rifle from Season of the Outlaw, while Bygone is a Saison from the Rare Barrel. And I ruled that Bygone and Bygones are not the same. People are very mad. People are...
And what was the joke?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no joke. It's Bygone versus Bygones.
But the joke is something along the lines of...
Oh, yeah, no, I put a little note in there on that one, which says, if you feel this ruling is unfair, please mentally give yourself 1 point.
This pose is hard.
You got it.
Doing a good job.
Yeah. I mean, like, comic books in one panel, it just needs to get the idea across.
Yeah. It's just a forced perspective, bottom up, guy bent over. It's just a tough pose.
Yes.
Kind of like the pose a lot. I'm glad you do. I think it's cool and dynamic for the scene. Really gets across the the vibes.
All right. I bet I can get the ink down on this before the stream is over.
So, Except I really fucked up his hand. I think his hand. I think he's got 2 left hands.
Like me. No, I don't have 2 left hands. I just have
Yeah. No, if you had an extra thumb, he got your extra. Your missing thumb.
In Terry Pratchett's Discworld, there was a large family named Igor. Igor was a last name. It was a family name. It was a family of professionals. And they had that, so you were not like obligated to go into the family business, but like the family business was like mad scientist assistant. They were very talented and very skilled, especially at like delicate work with their hands. They tended to be deformed, you know, as Igors tend to be. But like, yeah, there were many Igors, many people in the Igor family, and they were, and like those of the family that had gone into the mad scientist assistant trade were highly sought after by mad scientists. A commonality of most of the practicing Igors was that because thumbs are very useful, they would often give themselves a couple extra. Fucking love Discworld.
Big stretch. So Shiny Zubats and I have been streaming Blueprints.
I heard that game rules.
It's really interesting.
I heard that game really. Yeah, like I want to play it. I will not stream it. I want to play it on my own time at my own speed. I hear that game rules. I would like to play it.
I think you'll like it a lot.
Yeah. And like Outer Wilds and 13 Sentinels, I don't think there's much you can say about it.
Yeah.
I know the
last
genre.
Time we were streaming when was it you who asked me that question of like, oh, is it something
I did ask you that question, yes.
Oh, yes. Where is knowledge progression?
Yes.
And yes.
Yeah, I like games where knowledge is progression. That's fun. I think that's cool. It's also cool that you and Shiny are streaming.
Yeah. She's one of the big forces pushing me to get into streaming again.
Yeah, we should do some more Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls, Don't Starve, the other DS.
I don't like this playlist's vocals. Is this not my normal Persona jazz?
I have different music. Actually, really enjoy it. I don't know. I found this just by like fucking around. It's a Hatsune Miku track, but it's all instrumental. There's no Miku vocals, which is interesting. It's called Chrome Cathedral, and it just has like this nice kind of like video gamey atmospheric sort of sound, and it's lovely. I'm a fan.
Nice.
Pretty sure Miku is stream safe. Well, I'll find out if it like mutes my VODs.
I mean, the benefit is Miku is not like a musician. Miku is an instrument.
Yeah.
So it likely depends on who owns the copyright for that particular song.
And this is just it's just clean Hatsune Miku is the artist reference.
Hmm. Nah.
Oh, so I got stories to tell.
Okay.
I went to my first dance battle.
Oh yes.
That's a thing you can
Tell.
do.
Yeah.
That's
I've heard about it. Tell the class.
you're allowed to enter a dance battle. That's like no one stopped me. In fact, a lot of my friends encouraged me very strongly to enter the dance battle. Yeah, so I've been dancing more and more. It is my favorite thing in the world right now. I love dancing. I love the dance community. There's a cipher that I very regularly join, just like out on the street with some music playing. And I'm making friends, and it's incredible. It is so much fun. It is like one of those positive things in the world, which apparently I'm finding out is very unique about the Seattle dance scene, is that we are incredibly like open and welcoming and like not style snobs. I think in our cipher, like confidence is way more important than skill. I think like people like get being brave and jumping in is what we get the most excited about. And it's I have loved choreography and dance my whole life. I love I love martial arts movies because they're choreography. I have been to the ballet, which is it's hit or miss. It just very much depends on the choreographer, but when the choreography is good, it's oh wow, yes. So I got involved in this because like I was walking downtown and passed the cipher like multiple times and just would stop to watch, and they're like, "Do you want to go in?" And I was like, "Yes." And then I did, and it was fun. So been dancing with my friends for about a year, and they're like, "Hey, you're pretty good. You should take some classes." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll get some classes." So I made time to go to a dance studio and start taking primarily New York house classes, and so that's great. My one of my teachers is a man named Orb, who I'm finding out is a legend and has been on TV. Like, oh, in the presence of super greatness. Oh, okay. And is such a chill guy. Holy shit. And yeah, just like continuing to like, oh well, like I like this community, so let me work hard to be a part of it. Let me take classes real seriously. So last night I went to my first intermediate house class, which was harder than a Dark Souls boss. It's the first time I've done choreographed stuff, and it's like, oh, you're going fast. You're going really fast. I have to figure this out real quick. I kind of got the steps by the end, but Jesus, they went real fast. And then the beginner class that I had been taking was right after that, and I was like, I'm not done dancing. I'm going to take 2 classes. So I went back to the, hey, can you sign me up for the next class too? I want to take them both. And so the second class is much chiller, but very exhausting. Very so like I get home and I text Kyle like I am aware of every muscle in my body. But yeah, last weekend I entered my first dance battle. It was a 2v2 open style dance battle. There was also a 3v3 breaking competition. Oh my god, those guys! Oh my god, those guys! Holy shit! I did not. Like a fighting game competition. I was eliminated in pools. That's fine. I was not entering it to win. I was entering it for the experience, right? And just to like, oh well, let me actually get in there and be confident and go for it. Felt great about my set. I danced with a fella named Disability, DISS-ability, who is in fact got I think he I'm not gonna like list what is it, but he's got some physical disabilities, and also is also a fucking rad crump dancer. So we teamed up. We only had a little bit of time to practice, so we didn't really have much to like to coordinate between the two of each other. And the people that won were very in sync with each other. So yeah, I was not really a competitive favorite, we'll say, but my friends have been really pushing me to give this a try for a while, and I had like so much support. Like everyone was like, "Yo, you did it! Was that your first one?" Yeah. Good God, it's such an incredible like supportive, like encouraging community in this town. I love it.
I am very glad. That sounds like a blast.
It was a blast. So look forward to me talking about street dancing more, because that's probably something I'm not gonna stop doing. I've sort of always danced, but never seriously. Like, just, like, dance around the house sort of dancing. So it's like, it's never really been a thing I seriously did. And I've tried to find dance things to do, which led me to martial arts and capoeira, which, yeah, I had a little trouble connecting with that community. And I love them, though. And, like, tried out a swing dancing lesson, tried out some ballroom dancing, like, back in Virginia before I moved here. It's not the right vibe, just didn't click with it, and bounced off of martial arts, did parkour for a little while. And then this happened last year. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is what I've been needing to do with my body this whole time. And I feel like increasingly confident that like, no, I'm kind of good at this, and I'm putting work in to get even better at it. It's really great.
Excellent.
I would love, because I do have a mind to like do something streamy with dancing, and like I'm busy with my games, so it's not easy to like take on another project, but I want to sync with our friend EXO about how to get like a 3D rig that's actually articulate enough to that like I dance and my rig dances. Because I'm not opposed to actual cam. I just kind of like got into being a cartoon character, and just kind of like, that just feels like what I want to be online. So it's not that I'm like completely adverse to a real. I mean, like I have a real can. These are my real hands right here. So there's that. But it's kind of like I like having the stream persona over it being like real me. I think it adds like this nice what's the word? I want to say the word boundary, but I don't think that's the right word for it. I guess boundary is the right word for it. Just a little separation between like real me and stream me, you know?
Yeah. I think that's important.
And I also just kind of like in solidarity of like a lot of people that do this hobby and prefer to keep like a character instead of like their real selves. It's like, yeah, I just like, I don't have anything against doing this as the real me, but like, I just like the art of creating your persona and setting those boundaries. And I just kind of I like, not for any need, but for just a genuine enjoyment. I think it's just kind of a cool thing that modern culture can do. And I like being a part of it.
Mm-hmm. I always been interested in that. Like most of the time, I don't really feel the need to. So funny enough, like I have my artist identity and my um birth certificate identity, right?
Yeah.
And I do still have a delineation between those two,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly my worry has been I don't want my artist personality to be brought down by my birth certificate identity. You know, like because like when I worked at the bank, like I don't want people who read my art to know I work at a bank. I'm okay if they know I used to work at a bank, but and it's not even the privacy thing. It's the I think my the normal boring parts of my life are lame.
Yeah, the identity and character. I think that's really something I've struggled with. I talked about this last time we streamed, which is like I don't know what I want my cartoon self to look like, and I'm kind of like struggling to come up with a updated, modernized persona.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Looks as good as the other one, but it's a glass of water instead of a bucket. Piece of cake. Just a little bit more here. Like this little water, this little like, glass seal here. Make it look like a drop of water this time.
Although it is getting a little bit complicated because now I'm starting to do some things I'm interested in under my birth certificate name too, but I'm not confident enough to talk about them yet.
Oh, hey. You want to know my dance name?
Yes, I do. I wasn't going to ask.
Yeah, no. It is officially out. Is what I changed my Insta to. So, my dance name is That Old Rabbit.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's like I am a lot older than most of my friends. I kind of want to lead into that, and it will only get better with age.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think if I keep messing with this, it's gonna look worse.
Yeah, there's a time. There's always the time when it's done.
Yeah. Actually, there is one more thing I'm gonna try.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up soon, so I'm definitely not gonna paint this right now, but got the inks down. Yes?
Oh, sorry. I just
Well, we got a half
Blah
an
blah
hour.
blah. I had a meeting after this.
Mm.
The meeting had to be rescheduled.
Mm-hmm.
One of the people that I needed to tell it got rescheduled has not gotten back to me.
Ah. Ah.
That's fine.
Ah. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that sucks.
But they're probably at work. It's fine.
Well, it's fine, don't worry. So I'm almost definitely gonna get like different watercolor pencils, for the specific reason that you cannot get Prismas by like one off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty happy with the quality of these, and they feel good to use. But like you can buy a set of 12, 24, or 36, and that's it. You cannot just get replacements. So at some point, one of these pencils will be like used to a nub, and then the whole set's done because I can't blend with that color anymore, and that'll be a color I use a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at. I need to try some others. They're all probably pretty comparable, but like thinking like is it the brand like Faber-Castell? Is that what I'm thinking of? Let me look that up to see if that is actually the name of the brand. But they have, yeah, they have like a lot of colors, and you can buy them one off. Faber-Castell.
I'm like, oh no, look at all the people I need to draw on this panel. But I'm like, but they can, by design, be very simple.
Well, in a crowd scene, that's completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
Use tricks. I know. Actually, that I don't need to give you any advice. You are a very skilled. You are a very skilled comic book artist, and you have done a fantastic job. So, I'm more saying words to validate your decisions.
Thank you.
This for the handle. This
At the start of the stream, you were talking about wanting to know what you draw before you stream, and I'm like, on one hand, I'm kind of the same. I'm the same way in that like I'm trying to plan out at least a weekend ahead what I am stream drawing.
Mm-hmm.
However, it came to today, and I'm like, okay. So I said I would draw OTL. I want to draw anything but OTL. But I'm glad I stuck with it today. You did a gasp like you had something to say.
Oh, I forgot. I need to draw ice cubes in this, and so I'm sketching them in real quick.
Gotcha.
Close enough. Thinner pen.
The funny thing is, when I'm drawing classic OTL suit boys, I really don't need much more than the V of the blazer.
It gets the idea across.
Shit, I actually don't. Hold on. What do you look like? Pull retreats to pull up a comic panel of a side character I haven't drawn in 5 years. Man, was the last time you showed up? Into chapter 3, probably. That's when most people last showed up. You know, I actually quite like the chapter 3. I like a lot of the art I did in that.
I don't know if you knew this, but you're a good comic artist, and I like what you make.
That doesn't sound right.
Confidence is hard. Ah.
I am a person. I'll have to do that.
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I had to look at some of my old art, and
Oh, I forced myself to learn to love that. I like, it's like I hate it, and I'm like, no, I want to love it. And so I trained myself to get excited about looking up my old cringe bullshit and framing it into look how far I come. But it's hard to do that. That was not an easy thing to do.
I normally, you know, I'm quite proud of my past accomplishments. I like that. That's, but when I look at because frankly, so I'm happy I challenged myself with this pose. I think this, I did pretty good with as far as I could. But when I look back at this on 5 years, I'm gonna be like, man, I could have done that pose better. And I can already tell. And so I came across a couple of panels that were not my best work even for where I was at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, eh. And I took a little psychic damage, and then I sighed, which I do a lot these days.
So the reason I'm almost always gonna push back on that, and I kind of want to, because I think it's what's it? I don't remember who. I want to say it was Rebecca Rooney, but I don't remember exactly who was talking about this, about how, like, our perception of art, especially in the modern Western world, is only results-based. And it leads to the trouble distinguishing the difference between what an artist does and what an AI generates. It's like, hey, it's done. I pushed a button and got a thing. It's done. It's complete. There's a result. That's art. No. So what's the difference? And I think, like, the human experience, and especially, like, teaching people to draw and helping adults be like, no, you're allowed to learn a thing from scratch. You're allowed to be bad at it the first time you do it, is so hard for people I meet to understand. To the point that, like, I had a guy at a drink and draw. I'm gonna use the phrase temper tantrum. An adult had a temper tantrum about the fact that they put a mark on a piece of paper and it wasn't already perfect. And they're like, how do I make it perfect now? And I'm like, you don't. That's the neat part. You don't. And just a miserable experience, honestly. But that was a one case. Most people are not. Most people, like, I'm able to, like, chat with them and say, no, just have fun and relax and learn how to feel it and have fun with it, because being good comes later and it's not as important.
Yeah.
So all this to say, I forced myself to love my old bad art because that's where I started, and that's how you get good, by being bad. The Jake the Dog quote. Being bad at something is the first step to being sort of good at something. Do thing. Well, fortunately, the color for this is not very complicated. Blue and gray. Paying a little bit more attention to the grain of the pencil than I was last time, because that actually does make a difference. That's not the right brain. This gray. Yes, I understand. Art is hard.
Yeah. Perhaps the size are the countdown timer for when I need to get off stream.
I'm good to wrap up whenever you're done. Niche is streaming, so we can just raid Niche.
Sounds good.
Niche rules.
I want to get to the top of the hour, because that's what I said I would do.
Got it.
Shiny, if you're still watching, I'm technically drawing Peter right now. You're aware that Peter is Shiny's favorite character, right?
I am aware of that. I'm also aware that Peter is a fan favorite, having the Boba Fett effect.
Little bit.
What I will say about my opinion of Peter, I think he is a well-written character.
Thank you.
I understand why he is the way he is, and I think he's an interesting, like, fully realized, depiction of a person who is trapped in toxic masculinity. I don't like him. But I like the depiction of that kind of person that you have created, and I enjoy reading him. I would not have a good time sharing a beer with him. I would avoid such a circumstance. But he's a really cool character, and I do see why people like him. You know what it is?
What?
I think, people who exhibit toxic masculinity are shitty assholes. And I think you wrote Peter to be a very fair depiction of that.
Mm-hmm.
In that he's not just a toxic asshole. There's a reason why he acts the way he acts. And I think
and there's things he cares about, and...
Yeah, no, he's not just a piece of shit. And I think, like, his actions and his behaviors are very consistent. And I get him as a person, as a character.
He's also the biggest pain in the ass to draw.
Yeah.
Which also means, at a certain point, he's also the funnest to draw. But
yeah, no, I understand. Now look at me saying I wasn't going to color it, and I'm pulling my brushes out. Because we're going to color it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I have a glass of water for my paints right here at the cursed glass.
Have you seen the sort of joke of the 3D printed cup covered in spikes for artists to use to wet their brushes? It's covered in spikes so that they don't accidentally drink out of it.
That is 100% why I used this cursed cup. That is the reason why I've kept this cursed cup forever. It is so paint stained that no one would ever drink out of it. That it looks cursed so that you won't drink out of it.
Nice.
That's why I have this paint cup that I've used for wetting brushes my entire artistic life. Man, I'm glad I finally got into watercolor pencils because I knew that they were fun for so long and I never really did anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a fun way to color. It feels really good. There's nothing stopping me from just doing like watercolors the dip and brush normal way. But this just feels good to do. I really like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a strong proponent of, like, you should enjoy your medium.
Yeah.
If you're getting into art or doing art and it's like you find your medium grueling, you should branch out. You should find something that you enjoy. Because I think, like, I see a lot of people get, oh, I have to use this tool because it's the right one. No, use the tool that feels good to use. That's the way to go. Because the one that you use more is, like, you're going to use more. You're going to get better at it.
My general advice these days is
don't use Adobe.
Unless it's Adobe, then don't use Adobe.
Don't use Photoshop. Photoshop's dead. Don't start it. Don't learn it. Learn anything else. Anyway, go on. Sorry to interrupt.
My general advice is, you either have to, if you're starting art, everything really is everything you're doing in your life, you should either find fun or if shit. How did I phrase this?
Fun or fulfillment?
No, it's like you should either enjoy something, or if you're really dedicated to something that you don't like, you should figure out how to make it as less distasteful as possible.
Okay.
There's sort of like, eventually I want to do Anachronistic Season 2. Doing that will require me dipping a little bit into audio editing again, which, as you may have learned, I hate. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I'll need to figure out a way to make those parts of the project suck less.
Gotcha. I will sit with you at the desk.
There's a chance that me getting my attention span problems sorted out might help, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, there's also it being an unpleasant experience is just like, well, that just might be the case. I enjoyed taking over the hang on a second. I enjoyed taking over the editing for How to Draw Without Dying and would love to do so again. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Got it. When the colors start to bleed, just grabbing a Kleenex and dabbing tends to lift that up really nicely.
Nice.
That is when they bleed and you don't want them to. Sometimes you do want them to, because this is a wet medium. Sometimes that's the point. Man, I'd be a great art teacher if that wouldn't like the most miserable experience I could imagine. Hey, Squirrel Horde!
Hey, Squirrel Horde.
Yo, check it out. Shared chats. You don't have to jump in both. I love that. I love this feature. It's great.
That is a good. Yeah, I'm glad they added that. Do we both benefit from the same view counts for metrics as well? I highly doubt it.
Not quite. But this is such a hobby for me. It would be neat to have a high watch count so that I could make a couple of bucks at it, but that's fine. If I was good at the internet... That's the end of the sentence. There's nothing else. The internet was a mistake. Asterix. The quiet part where we're both like just all in on the drawing.
Yeah.
I'm for it. I talk too much as it is.
I do think I am about at wrap up though.
All right, let me just finish this last little bit, and then we'll raid niche.
Sounds good. I got like 2.5 panels done, so.
Yeah, I learned a great trick for painting the ice cubes, which is that like I put the pencil down, the watercolor pencil like all around them, and then brush the color into them, and it gives them just the right amount of fade so that they look bluish but not blue. And I've been doing that for all of I think I figured the trick out late, so I didn't do it for all of them, but the ones that I did it on, it looks really good.
Nice.
All right, let's call it. Lock in coordinates for niche. Remember, it's niche twice.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yeah. I like to stream and also stream with friends that I can talk to and hang out with. That includes people in chat. Hi, chat. Hi, Squirrel. Hi, Shiny. I like you. You're cool. All right.
I'm good to go when you are.
My raid target is locked in. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We'll do more art when we do more art. Look at Kyle's schedule. That's probably when. I don't know when I'm streaming next. I don't really have anything planned. I'm gonna be working with Leo to get some kinks worked out on some projects we want to do. But for the most part, I'll stream when I stream.
Cool.
All right. Later, folks.
Right. Bye.
Bye.